Yeah, I think, good afternoon, Adrian. I think you're right. You know what it reminds me of? Your younger listeners won't remember this, but back in 1991, after the first Gulf War, Saddam Hussein had been defeated, but he was still in charge. And there were uprisings in the north of his country, in the Kurdish areas, and in the south, in the Shia areas. The administration at the time, W. Bush, the elder George Bush, said, it's up against Saddam and topple him. But Saddam Hussein, the post-war, had been allowed to keep using his helicopters, and he used those to crush these protesters, and of course, in very brutal fashion. And that sense of betrayal from the Americans is something that lingered in the imagination of Iraqis for a long time afterwards. And I fear that by making that public promise, and then by failing to turn up, even though I think he still might, I do think a sense of real betrayal and being let down is going to resonate among the Iranian position.
So let's start with what you just said. So if it turns out that he does do it, then do we see this as just a bluff to buy the US and others more time to get in line?
I think it depends on our understanding why he hasn't done it, and I'm not going to pretend I have a clear understanding of this. What we can say is that both Israel and